manifested it into travel and into more of the foundation of what I do now.
Yeah. What do you do now?
I like to say I simply create art and share that art online at the moment. I want to shift more into, I love tangible things. I love real art you can touch, that you can feel, not to discount film or video or social media or really talented creators on YouTube or whatever, but I value tangibility with art and creating.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you ever made any like paintings or anything like that?
No, I'm not. I mean, fun, like goofy canvas nights with friends, but nothing
Crayons on
that,
a parchment paper.
pretty much, yeah. Nothing that I would, be happy with sharing or especially selling to anyone. But I say I value it, but I can't. Like, my talent lies solely in writing and film and video. Like, that's just where I operate. I have to be aware of that. But that being said, I will always value those that create real paintings, structures, furniture, anything you can see and touch and feel. I think it's a beautiful process. But again, I think film is beautiful. I think music is beautiful. Anything, any medium. But
So 70-year-old Landon going to be a painter.
I hope so.
House,
I hope so,
over
man.
a nice body of water.
I hope so.
Yeah.
That's a great vision to put in my head right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, but
Some grandkids running around.
oh yeah, that's very preferred.
A lot of them.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
hopefully my kids learn a few things and yeah, give me a lot of grandkids to fill my time with. But I mean, back to your original question. I feel like I kind of went on a side tangent there, but what do I do now? That's what you asked me.
Yeah. Make art.
Yeah, make art. And really what that looks like now is YouTube, long form videos that I really put a lot of time into. I've ran a TikTok account for a while now, and my community, my space that I operate is really my pride and joy right now. Lovely house built for artists, creators, lovely minds, as we say, filmmakers. We got painters in there. We got writers, musicians, poets, designers all across the board. So dealing with these very, very talented people and bringing them together and building bridges for them to meet each other is where I've always wanted to be. So even when I was doing the tech stuff and agency stuff, I knew that I had this vision, but it wasn't quite ready, and I definitely didn't have the resources to make it ready. So sometimes it's not a ladder. It's not a simple A to B linear path. It's a very all across the board path where you're playing chess, not checkers. So
You ever seen that Casey Neistat video where he talks about swinging throughout life?
no, is it in a vlog or is it its own dedicated video?
I don't know. I think it's a vlog about that concept.
Huh.
It's been a
I'm
minute.
sure I have, but I can't remember. I do remember his video on like the airport, not the escalator, but the flat conveyor belt you can hop on in airports. They like speed run you. And he's literally 28 seconds or something, but the video is called Life in 28 Seconds, something like that. But he just uses that as a metaphor of, he's like running on it. He's got all the momentum, and then it stops, and he's going backwards. And I use a few metaphors in there, but I remember that one.
Yeah. I love the Casey Neistat, like, Lil, I don't know, not the vlogs. Like, he's made a handful of stuff that's like, be passionate, just do it. Like,
yeah, his short films. He's had a few, crazy popular and super. They're so handmade. They're like they give me like a stop motion vibe, but in real life, like a Wes Anderson feel, but a lot of heart, a lot of soul in them because they're so untouched. They're so organic. And there was a few I loved back in the day. His projects.
I feel like everyone who is into like making videos now, at least in people that we're kind of friends with and look to on social media, love Casey Neistat somehow, some way.
Dude, it's a common denominator with any artist, creator I speak to. There's always this symmetry. Like, oh, you watched him too. Oh, you were a part of that whole vlog generational run that he was on. And especially in our generation, it's like we were all kind of growing up with his stuff.
Growing up on Casey Neistat.
Yeah, if you had any aspirations to like make films, or video yourself, he kind of invented he didn't invent it, but he gave it a lot of gravity, the whole vlog concept, and like a very raw approach to documenting your life.
I think everyone that I watch on YouTube likes that raw. Takes a lot of raw inspo from him. I know I do. Like, just spray paints random shit. Like, just love that, man. It's like I'm not quite there where I can start marking up my own stuff the way he does. I don't know. I remember I watched it where he spray painted his boosted board, just like that. You know what I'm talking about? How you do the arrow?
Yeah.
I always thought it was so cool, man. I don't know why.
Yeah, very like, guerrilla with everything he did. Filmmaking with his tangible things, his board, his sunglasses, his studio. Like, it was all very like punk rock almost. Like spray paint and Y2K vibes. Just a very unique individual. I think he's still doing that.
I don't know what he's doing, man. He's like,
who knows what he's up to.
He's Unc now.
Yeah,
he's like 45 now.
Probably what the kids are calling him. Yeah.
See, he has like 2 kids, right? I think he's got a whole family.
Yeah.
But I guess what I was
the dream.
Seriously, dude, live in a dream.
What were you gonna say?
Dude, but the video that I brought this up for is because there's a jungle video he made where he's talking about getting what you want out of life is kind of like Tarzan in the jungle. You gotta go that way, but there's not just one rope, or there's not just one branch to swing from. You gotta go that way, that way, that way.
Where did he film this? Was this
in his studio, just
like
on a piece of paper,
stop motion thing?
Yeah, where he just drew it out on paper.
No, I did not see that one, but it's funny, and it's a whole can of worms. But just the amount of metaphors for life. There's infinite things you can do. Use Tarzan, you can use an escalator, you can use a 2-hour film with handfuls and handfuls of metaphors. But
it's true. I think humans have this desire to compare things to life.
It's how we understand it, dude. It's how we make sense of anything. I think it was Ethan Hawke that I'm sure many have spoken on this, but back to art and in Casey's videos are art, paintings are art. Anything that can make you understand more of what's going on. And the way Ethan was talking about this was, everyone almost discounts art or writes it off until you're grandfather dies, or your best friend becomes a stray from you, or you lose your girl, or like any of these things where you can't make sense of it. You know, it would be impossible to sit there and make sense of it. So you go to that song, you go to that playlist, you go to that film, you go to that museum, and like suddenly you start to see more of the why and understand more of, you know, maybe not why this happened or exactly what caused it, because we'll never really be able to understand that, but at least understand what you're feeling and why you're feeling that, and how to transmute that, and how to create your own peace from that either elevated state of mind or even a low kind of saddened state of mind, because great art has been created from both. So
it's like all great artists, and I don't know, anyone who has a fancy for the arts just wants to understand and be understood. You know, do you feel like a lot of what you do is for the world to understand you a little more?
Yeah, it's a great framing. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's like a goofy short form TikTok video or a YouTube video, or like a scene that I think about and premeditate and go out and film, or like a script that I write. Whatever it is, it's all you're doing is attempting to understand what your heart aches for, and hopefully, you know, allow others to either align with that and be right there with you, or just see a few more layers of who you are and just what you are personally so intrigued by. Like I love the quote from Scorsese, and I'm going to paraphrase, but your goal as an artist, I don't know if this is artist or director or what, but your goal as an artist is to make your audience become obsessed with what you're obsessed with. So in a way, no matter what we're creating, we're trying to do that.
Damn, that's true. That's so true.
I think about
So true.
like an artist I deeply resonate with, and I can like almost see what he's dealing with internally, because it's vivid to me. Like, I can see it so clearly in his films and in his writing, his characters, and every intricate detail of what he creates. But Damien Chazelle of Whiplash, La La Land.
Oh, the director?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know his name. Yeah.
Babylon, First
Is it
Man.
Babylon?
Yeah.
La La Land, Babylon, and Whiplash for the same dude?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Generational run.
Super talented. But the running theme in all of those, especially La La Land, Whiplash, and First Man, it's the same story. One's about the moon landing, one's about romance and chasing your dreams and being in Hollywood and going after this dream of acting or starting a jazz club. And then one's about becoming the best drummer, but really they're all the same story. And it's just going after something and achieving it and realizing the complexities to actually attaining these goals that you were obsessed with, and kind of leaving you with this array of question marks of, you know, it's not just about you strive to become an actress and then you get it and you make it and it's incredible. Like life's not that way. Going after something is not that way. It's not that simple. So La La Land, great example. She gets it. She accomplishes this thing that she thought was just so impossible, but she kept going after it, and then you're left at the end with this, you know, kind of stunner of, oh, I mean, just the heartache, the things that she had to let go,
Lost.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, the love of her life she had to let go, and then Whiplash, this very, very fun little ending of, you have this just brutal, terrible teacher who sees a lot of potential in his student, and you know, wants selfishly for him to become the best he can be, but maybe not for the best reasons. And then the student is in that moment and is so happy, but then you see kind of these subtle moments of is this like as great and grandiose as it feels and as it seems, and you're almost left at the end like, I mean, he got it, but at what cost?
Yeah.
Like, what did he drop for that? And First Man is like the most kind of grandest scale of this, because you have this guy who, I mean, literally left a planet and escaped the atmosphere and got on the moon and looked back on this place from like a perspective that no one's ever got before, and is literally looking back on his home as a whole and getting like the perspective of all perspectives of what he sacrificed. So all that to say, I see this in Chazelle's writing, and I see it in his directing, and it's this, I see this guy who, or really this inner child who just doesn't quite know or understand what success is, and it's not black and white, and it has so much layers to it, and maybe there's some tragedy there, there's definitely the ups, but there's downs, and there's sacrifice, and just a lot of different viewpoints that he has on this thing that a lot of other people might just see as like, oh, you have a goal and you achieve it and it's great, but
The trials and tribulations of getting what you want out of life.
well, not just that, but because we see that, but it's more of this at the mountaintop, looking back down
Yeah.
at, oh, I had to drop him, her, them, that, all of that is down there. I can't be with them because I'm up here, and it's me here. Like, there's no one with me anymore.
Do you see that happening in your life right now?
I think that's why I connect with his stuff so much, is I've always viewed my ambition, my internal ambition that I've had since I was conscious, of life around me. Like, I had this just crazy ambition, and I wanted to be I wanted everything. I wanted the world, and from that point I started to just question, like, okay, well, what does that actually look like? What will I have to drop? What will I have to sacrifice? And since I've been 2021 and I've seen like real repercussions, I've drastically changed what I need, and have.
What do you mean change what you need?
So, like, I mean, a very tangible example is that 21, 22, naturally I'm more naive. So I remember I used to always tell friends, I told this girl that I really liked, and we were like on our third, fourth date, and we were just getting real into the nitty gritty of what we wanted. And I just looked her dead in the eyes. I'm like, I want to be, I don't even think I said I want, I said I will be up there with the Walt Disneys, with the Steve Jobs, the Michael Jordans, like that's the gravity I want to my name. Yeah. And I believed it, and I wanted it, I needed it. But since then, I unpacked that reality. Like, what would that actually be like? 'Cause a lot of us want the world, and that's kind of common. Like, a lot of people have ambition, but I say, okay, well, in Disney's even, he's a famous quote saying his brother's the smart Disney, who like was a mailman and had a family and had a simple life. Like, no, that's the smart Disney. I'm the one that had to miss out on pretty much everything, and basically devote my body, mind, and soul to the greater good, and give up on all the things that, really every human needs: community, family, love. So I didn't want to give those things up. I want family. I want to be there for those around me. I want to live a simple, beautiful life, but I still want to accomplish what I need to accomplish. So to answer your question, now, instead of being the next Walt Disney or Steve Jobs, now I just want to be Landon Parrott. I just want to do the things that my 6-year-old self knew I was capable of, and knew that he eventually would have to convey to the world. So now that looks like YouTube, now that looks like videos, but as I progress, this community space, really granting the things that I love so much and hold so dearly, which is aligned community, a family-esque community around you. Never feeling alone in your craft and in your path. I want everyone who I attract with this to feel that, and I ultimately want to continue making the art I want to make. That can look like acting, performing, directing, writing. Film is my vessel, like I said. It's just whether I like it or not, which luckily I do. But that's my way. That's my communicator.
That's how you communicate to the world, what you've been gifted with by the Lord.
Yeah. Grateful, man. It's been a love affair that has lasted a lifetime.
Yeah.
That's why I'm in Hollywood now. That's why I feel called to
Right for the taking.
City of Angels. Yeah.
Where are you gonna be in 5 years?
Man.
What's your dream 5 years from today?
I was just talking about this with a friend. I was so big on the very vivid 5-year, 10-year benchmarks. I will be in that house with that car and that surrounding and those people and that girl and this and that. But now I'm more in this line of thinking of like 5 years down the road. One, I trust where I'm at, and I trust that vehicle I'm in will take me where I need to go. That's the most important thing. Before you think about, where do I want to be in 5 years? Where do I want to be in 10 years? Where are you at now? What vehicle are you in? Is it actually capable of getting you there? You can map that destination, and you can put anything in your maps right now. I mean, you can map, the best, most expensive, beautiful home in LA. Put the address in right now, but you're not gonna get let in there because it's not yours. And then also, you don't have the vehicle that gets you there. You
gotta have a reliable car to drive across the country.
You gotta have something to get you there, whatever it may be.
Can't go to the moon on a car.
Yeah.
You need a rocket ship to go to the moon.
Yeah, there you go.
Can't sail the world in your pickup truck.
Exactly.
You gotta have the right
You
vehicle.
gotta have a means of transportation to get across land and sea.
Land and sea.
So, I mean, that is where I'm at now. Is a rough outlook, and what that rough outlook looks like is, to answer your question, 5 years down the road, I want to be at my...
A lot of the cloudy elements of it disappeared in light of, you can actually just do what you authentically want to do for a long time, and it works. It's if you just hold yourself true to it, hold yourself to a principle of just being authentic and trying to make stuff that you actually wish existed, rather than trying to dissect how to be a content creator. It seems, I don't know, it's given me a lot of you've given me a real thing to hold on to and look at for it's possible to actually make the motions of achieving your dreams or your, whatever your dream life is, without having the flashy, or without aiming for the flashy symbols. Without, I don't know, especially after your YouTube videos, it's an inevitability that those garner you attention, a lot more attention in the future. At least in my head, if you keep doing those, I know everyone's going to flock to you eventually. You're going to be that artistic Dan Coe, if that's what you want.
I mean, I don't connect to that deeply, but I still am flattered by it because I do. I mean, you make some great stuff, but I see many evolutions. But aside from that, dude, firstly, beautifully said. Thank you for the words. I mean, that means a lot to me. That it's connecting to you this way, because that's exactly what I'm trying to do, is bring that perspective out of you and anyone like you, and basically younger versions of myself.
All right. So besides the Damien Giselle, that was his name?
Yeah,
Giselle. Oh,
get it right.
All right, pal. Chill. All right. Feisty. Who do you look up to, man? Who do you look up to?
I wouldn't say I necessarily look up to him. I just connect with him as an artist, and that goes in line with how I operate. I don't necessarily look up to anyone, and that sounds can sound super whatever, self-obsessed maybe. I don't know, but I don't mean it that way at all. I just mean it in no one's you. No one is you. That is your power. That is the beauty and gravity that you hold as a human. So to look up to someone, that just means you idolize them, and you almost see them as a relic or an icon, as opposed to a human who is flawed, who has done bad things, who has done really good things. So I almost view people as art, and learn from their mistakes, study their work, learn more about them, like a Chazelle through his work. But I can look up to those that I know. So my father, who I've been around since I've been alive, that's someone I can look up to.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
No milk.
Because I've seen him every day, just about, and know who he is as a human a lot more than I do some random celebrity or historian figure, whatever. So yeah, I try to look up to those that I know and actually see operate, as opposed to more of that icon vibe of
Who inspires you, though?
Yeah, it's a better way to frame it. I mean, Chazelle could fit in that list.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of meaning.
Yeah, I like his work. I love what he's done at such a young age. I love the care that he puts into his
How old is he?
I don't know now. I think he's mid-30s maybe.
Hey man, not too bad for
30s. It's unheard of in Hollywood. This, especially now. But McConaughey, classic.
Go.
Texan, Texan, great. He kind of laid out a blueprint for those who have a draw to moving others and to creating art, but don't necessarily want to make that their everything and get obsessed and get fully taken over by that. He's lived many lives, and he has a beautiful family, and I look up to that and am inspired by that better yet.
Yeah, makes sense, man. Dude, I'm right there with you, man. It's probably my biggest inspiration these days. I started writing green lights. It's been a pretty. Good North.
It's almost like a how-to guide for coming of age.
The blueprint of coming of age.
Yeah.
Fellas, similar to us, man.
But I'm inspired by many just artisans, filmmakers, writers, musicians, humans in general. I respect well-intentioned minds that I connect to. It can be anyone. It can be the mailman. It can be the barista, the server at the restaurant. Like just those that have a beautiful mind and are a kind person. There's things to emulate and admire about a lot of humans around you. So, yeah, and there's plenty of other well-known names. Jordan, Michael.
Oh.
the Jordan.
The Jordan Michael.
Jordan, Michael. Yeah, just there's a part of me that really romanticizes that whole like just competitor, like chosen one. This guy was just put on this earth to perform on a basketball court. I think it's a beautiful thing.
Let me give you one more. This is one that I'm curious of. Just like, I guess every question is. But I've been curious of this. Is there anyone like any characters that aren't real that you really connect to with, like James Bond, whatever?
Dude, I will answer this. I feel like there's more than a few. Speaking about McConaughey, the character of Russ Cole and his performance intertwined with that is like a once in a lifetime culmination of casting, of writing, of directing. Like just it's one of those characters that, at a certain point, it's no longer fiction. It's no longer coordinated and premeditated. Like it speaks through the screen. The screen fades and you're like listening to just an old, like one of a kind mind sharing just the most kind of meta thoughts that 99% of the population is too scared to explore. So that's one that I connect to, and not like I think it's bad to connect 100% to such a pessimistic guy. But I think there's a lot of beauty in that pessimism. But my go-to for that is Don Draper, character of Don Draper in Mad Men. That's my. I hate this phrase, but it kind of works for this. But that's my spirit animal, as they say. My spirit character. He's just unbelievably well written. Again, like the screen it fades out of view, and you're just watching someone's life and meditating to their actions, their decisions, learning alongside them. Like I could loop that into my 5-year mark thing of what's your North Star. Like I hope to get that visceral with what I want to communicate to others. Like write a character that's that well developed and be a part of either playing that or directing it, bringing it to life. Like that is art at its peak to me, is when it can directly influence my life and be a part of my life.
That's a great answer, Cap. That's a good little. I've never heard of anyone say it like that. Like I don't know how you said to viscerally like write a character to get that visceral with it. Never heard that terminology, but I feel like I can totally understand it.
Yeah.
Well, this was the lovely Landon parrot, one of a really good friend of mine, a really big inspiration. And thank you, brother, for giving me this hour and change.
Love the spotlight here.
I know, I'm trying
Great
to.
way to wrap it up.
A little storytelling, a little spooky, scary.
Yeah, I like it. Keep it going.
It was a dark and stormy night. Hi, pal.
Brother, appreciate you, my boy.
Appreciate it, man. That was exactly what I hoped it to be.
Oh.
Dude, thank you, man.